They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it with Balaj. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
I'm going back to you.
To throw is Fitzpatrick. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. They're able to locate Wilson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. They'll run on first down. It's Drake trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. They'll get it to Drake running left. Now Drake loses the football. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick going to look deep for Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Here's Fitzpatrick. Now they go screen. It's complete. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4th down, Fitzpatrick. And a completion to Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So that is twice on the opening drive that they've gone for it on fourth down, and they've converted both.
I don't know if they're using analytics, which might tell them, hey, more times you go for it on fourth down, the better your odds, the better your chances of succeeding. But let's face it, most teams are not going to go for it twice on fourth down in the first quarter of the game. I mean, we might not see it 2 more times all season.
Mike 180! Mike 59! Let's go, team!
On first down, Drake slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Fitzpatrick now over the middle here to Wilson. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown from 19 yards away. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, 49ers nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run here with Balazs. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Fitzpatrick. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Here's Fitzpatrick, and they're going to try the screen. It's complete, but they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and this defense will take over right at midfield. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a third down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go. 20.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Flushed out right. Now he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away. Well,
they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. He was looking for Parker that time.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
21.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams.
Fitzpatrick's pass intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. Garoppolo on first down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's good for 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 43.
Here we go. 180! You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna...
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
21.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. Drake will start the drive on the ground. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On first down, Drake. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed him. So now he brings up a third down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big gain there on 3rd and long. 43 yards.
First down, Miami.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. 14 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
This is taken near the 13. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Trent Taylor there, but it'll be 2nd down.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin. 63 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
56, check 56. All day, dog.
Out of his end zone, Fitzpatrick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Drake. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a 1st down.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
It's Coleman here. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman taking it in. And the 49ers have moved down in front. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hustle up, hustle up. Lunch 59. Get that quarterback.
They'll start with a give here to Balaj. Accelerating, and off he goes. 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They begin the drive with Coleman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. They run the counter now on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Again, it's Balaj. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On third and short, Drake. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Balaj. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw here. Fitzpatrick. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Running from the shotgun with Drake. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. 22 yards. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Niners on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They'll give to Drake running left. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Intended for Marquise Goodwin. Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And that touchdown means a decision has to be made. Do they kick the PAT and tie it up, or do they go for 2 and try and win it right now?
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
54. Check. Block 54. Block 54. I'm coming. I'm attacking.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Come on now. Let's go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll cut it to the right sideline.